Hello there, wonderful YouTubers. This is another Project Euler tutorial. This is problem 18, maximum path sum number 1. By starting at the top of the triangle below and moving to the adjacent numbers on the row below, the maximum total from top to bottom is 23, highlighted by red. Find the maximum total from top to bottom of the triangle below. Voila. Voila. Pronounced it wrong. It says here that you can do it by brute force. However, problem 67 is the same challenge with a triangle containing 100 rows and cannot be solved by brute force, so it requires a clever method. So let's use a clever method for this one so we don't have to think of one later. What we're going to use is something called dynamic programming. It's breaking it up into little pieces. And although it says to start from the top below, we're actually going to go from the bottom upwards. This will make it a lot easier. As you can see here, I already filled some stuff out for you. This was just converting the triangle into an array. And I can go over with you how I did that real quick. Let's get rid of that. What I did here was I created a static public variable, and I created a method. Well, first I created a matrix, a triangle matrix, 15 by 15, since there's 15 rows, and it's an equilateral triangle. The bottommost has to have 15 numbers across as well, so it's 15 by 15. And what's going to happen is it's going to, in reality, is going to line up exactly like this, since it's an array or like a table, and the rest are going to be zeros all the way out until the 15th digit. But we're just going to pretend it's a triangle. And here's my add to method. The first number is going to be the row, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. And right here is an ellipse. An ellipse signifies that there's going to be numbers, but you're not exactly sure how many numbers there's going to be. So it can accept one number, it can accept 1,000 numbers. It just depends how many you put into the arguments list up here. And what it's going to do is convert it into an array. So that's what happened right here. And it's just taking these numbers and putting them into an array. With that, let's get started. We're going to start right here from the 2 from the length. So this is the length is actually this invisible line down here. This is the length minus 1. This is length minus 2. We're going to start at length minus 2 and get the maximum between. Like say we're here, we're going to get the maximum between either of these two numbers. Then we're going to move over one, get the maximum between 98, 27, move over the 68, get the maximum between 27, 23. And once we reach the end here, we're just going to move up until we eventually get here, and we're adding the numbers. So at 75, we're going to get the maximum between the addition of 95 and 64 from the bottom of the rows, if that makes sense. I probably butchered that. So for in row equals triangle dot length minus 2, row is greater than or equal to 0, row minus minus. And this, we're just starting 2 minus the length, and we're going until we reach the 0th place, or the very top. And what we're going to do here is now we need to go through the columns from left to right. So in column equals 0, since we're starting at the left, column is less than or equal to row, column plus plus. Since this is an equilateral triangle, the rows will equal the amount of columns you have. So this is the second row. You're going to have 2 numbers, third row 3 numbers, fourth row 4 numbers. It works like that. Trust me, I am a doctor. Final int left equals column. I'm just making these it's easier to read, you may be saying, oh my god, you're putting final variables inside a loop, inside a two-dimensional loop. Yes, I know, I like to live dangerously. Final int right equals column plus 1. If you looked at this makes sense. If you stay left in triangle form, the top would be 75, left of 75 would be 95 in the second row. See that? So leftwards would be here, rightwards would be here. But since in our array it's lined up straight, left would actually be just staying in the same row, and right would be moving over 1. So down here, this is where we need to take the max. So triangle at the current row and column. So if we're at 66, we need to take the max between 62 and 98. Would plus equal, since we're adding, math.max, triangle at row plus 1, because that goes down a row, and the left one, and triangle at row plus 1, and the right. So this is going to go through each column and add up the maximum number. And that's actually everything we need. And our answer should be in the very top row of 0, 0, since we added them all the way to the top. Excuse me. So we should get the right answer. The maximum sum is 1074. And the answer is 1074. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This one is actually pretty fun. I really enjoy what number was it? I enjoy 67 a lot more. It's a lot more difficult and a lot more fun. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next Project Euler video. Please remember to subscribe. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the like button anyway, because it makes me feel good inside. Make sure to format that because it looks nice. Thank you.